Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
This is awesome! Hello and welcome once again to another quick shot review for Cheap Shot Entertainment. Today's movie is going to be Ready to Rumble. This is a WCW movie. I don't think it was made by WCW, but it stars David Arquette and it stars a lot of WCW performers, wrestlers and all of that jazz as well. Watch this on the TV at home with my friend Josh. We watched the pay-per-view also that goes along with it, Slamboree 2000. Check out the review of that. In fact, the review of the Slamboree pay-per-view will also include this video as part of that video. So, I'm your host Luke, you are the Cheap Shot Nation, and let's have a look at Ready to Rumble now, because it was released in 2000, it was written, the year 2000, it was directed by Brian Robbins, written by Stephen Brill, and I've got to say, I really enjoyed this film. It had some inside jokes about wrestling, for wrestling fans, and if you're not a wrestling fan, I'd probably say stay away from this one, but for a fun little movie that you weren't expecting much out of, you've got action wrestling, you've got the stars, the big stars of WCW back then, you've got Goldberg, DDP, as well as others in this film, and I think even Sting makes an appearance as well, which is really cool. But David Arquette playing Geordie Boggs, and his best mate Scott Kahn plays Sean. His best mate Sean Dawkins is played by Scott Kahn, and these two are best friends. They're two outcasts, two losers. They keep trying to hit on really good-looking girls, and forgetting that the girls that want to be with them may not be quite as good looking, but still very cool, do like the wrestling and things like that, so they'd be better compatible. Standard 2000s thing fare there, but they are absolutely obsessed with wrestling. They are two effluent managers, shall we say. They go around sucking up poo from Portaloos, and their truck breaks down, it squirts them with poo, and then they just sort of go into this thing. So they got tickets to a show featuring Oliver Platt as Jimmy King. Jimmy King is the champion at this point, and he is annoying the owner of the company, the WCW, and DDP beats him up, and then he goes into exile, and that's where we get it. We get a buddy movie, we get a buddy road movie, and they're travelling up and down trying to find Jimmy King, and it's just a fun movie. And David Arquette's character Geordie Boggs meets Rose McGowan's character Sasha, who is one of the Nitro Girls, and they have a thing, and it turns out that they don't have a thing, and it's Sasha who is luring him into this world, and eventually they do get into the world, which is why the triple cage match happens. Bill Goldberg is in this, Diamond Dallas Page is in this, Sting is in this film, and for wrestling fans it is top notch fun entertainment. I'm gonna say that this is money in the bank for wrestling films. Not quite a Fighting With My Family, not quite got the polish, but you can tell this is 2000s, Dude, Where's My Car and all that kind of stuff. American Pie, it's disgusting, it's funny, it makes you cringe, and if you're a wrestling fan, it's, like I say, it's got those inside jokes that just are really funny. It's set in the Deep South as well, and these two really think that wrestling, everything that's happening is actual real life things that are happening in real life, and that's probably what makes it fun, and probably what makes it really funny, because wrestling fans don't ever think, really, unless you're a kid, don't ever think that it's real. These people hate each other outside of the wrestling ring. Some people do, some of them do. You can't get on with everybody, but I think the fact that these two really do think that Jimmy King is should be the champion, and then the wrestlers do the same thing as well, which takes the kayfabe straight out of it. And you're like, oh yeah, these two hate each other. They're gonna have a real battle in a cage. They're gonna beat each other up, and it is such a good film. And as a wrestling fan, I would recommend you watch it. If you're not a wrestling fan, take it as it is. It's just a fun movie for 2000s, and I'm going to give this film a leaking F1 truck out of a 3-tier cage match, and that is my review of Ready to Rumble for this point in time. So that is that, an extra quick shot review for you, first time in May. And so join us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, hit the notification bell to know when we upload new content to the channel. Like and subscribe, of course, and don't forget to get your t-shirts from close-to-order.com/cheapshotnation and choose your colours. You can also support some local wrestlers on there, Conor Mayhem and Classy Kyle Gibson are among the first to have their t-shirts on the store, designed by me, of course. So they get a little bit of a kickback, I get a little bit of a kickback, and the channel moves on as we get more ideas and try to include more of the local wrestlers on this channel. So without further ado, I've got to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking with us all the way through this video. If you've watched the Slamboree review and then the quick shot review, or if you just watched the quick shot review to see what I thought of Ready to Rumble, starring David Arquette from the 2000s, well, I think it was a pretty good movie. Not perfect, but take it as it is, and you'll have fun, and that's the main thing. We're going to have fun. So yeah, that's that. I've been your host, Luke. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. Thank you very much for supporting us all the way through. We're nearly 2 years into this thing now, so having loads of fun with it, getting very well known in the local area, having wrestlers cut promos on me now just because I'm wearing a Cheap Shot Entertainment t-shirt, which is fantastic for a wrestling fan. That's brilliant. I love it. So yeah, that's that, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.